Day 4. Welcome back. Tonight, Emma and Jake are on the last train home from a friend's wedding, and Jake has something on his mind he hasn't said to anyone yet. Don't translate, just listen.
Right. 2 hours. These seats aren't bad.
We got lucky.
You made me get to the station 20 minutes early.
And now we have a table. You're welcome.
You're going to do that the whole journey, aren't you?
Just until you admit it was a good call.
It was a good call. I'm admitting it now, so you'll stop.
Noted. I appreciate that.
What a day, though.
What a day. I still can't believe they did it.
4 years and then married. I kept expecting something to go wrong.
They always looked like they'd get there.
They looked so happy. Disgustingly happy.
The best kind.
The absolute best kind. Did you see Marcus? He was gone before the vows were even finished.
I was right next to him. 4 separate moments. I counted.
I only got 3.
You missed the champagne one.
He cried at the champagne?
Just a small one. But I was there. It definitely counted.
I was talking to Sophie during the toast. How is she, by the way?
She said work is rough. She'll be all right.
Good. Marcus is so soft. I love him.
It suits him completely.
It really does. How are your feet?
My feet stopped talking to me about an hour ago.
The shoes do look incredible, though.
They look incredible and I cannot feel my toes. Still worth it, mostly.
Mine are off.
Already?
Under the table. No one can see.
I'm going to say I disapprove of that.
Be my guest.
I'm also taking mine off.
I knew you would.
Oh, that is so much better.
Right?
Why did I not do that an hour ago?
Because the shoes look incredible.
Because the shoes look incredible. Exactly.
It was a beautiful day. All of it.
It really was.
The speeches especially. The best man was
He was brilliant.
completely brilliant. He'd been working on that for months.
Although, I meant the father of the bride speech.
Oh, the one that went on a bit?
It went on quite a lot. But there was something in it.
I was watching Marcus during that one, waiting for the next wave.
He said something that stuck with me. I can't quote it exactly, but it was something like, "You don't run out of time. You just stop taking it seriously."
Oh,
Yeah,
that's quite a lot for a Saturday evening.
it is. But there it is.
You went quiet after the speeches.
Did I?
You went very polite. You do this thing. You get careful and precise when you're actually somewhere else in your head entirely.
I don't do that.
Jake, you thanked the waiter twice for the same bread roll.
I'd forgotten I'd already said it.
He looked slightly puzzled the second time.
I was being thorough.
You were miles away. What were you thinking about?
The speech. The father of the bride won.
And?
Can I tell you something without you turning it into a big event?
Probably not. But go on.
You know how I've been talking vaguely about maybe doing a course?
The music production. 1.
Not that one.
The photography.
Not that one either.
How many courses have you been talking vaguely about, Jake?
A few. Look, this one is completely different. It's architecture.
Architecture.
Don't say it like that.
I'm not saying it like anything. I'm processing. Architecture is a big word.
It's a big thing, yeah. But you can do it part-time now. I did some research. There are routes that weren't really there a few years ago. 5 years, part-time.
5 years.
I know.
5 years is not nothing.
No, it really isn't.
What are you actually telling me here?
So, the other thing is, I applied.
I'm sorry?
3 weeks ago. I sent an application.
You've already applied?
Yeah,
And you haven't said a word to anyone?
you're the first person I've told. Not a soul.
Why?
Because, you know when you have an idea that feels quite reasonable inside your own head? And then you say it out loud and you can see the person you're telling searching for the right response?
I'm not making a face.
You did a version of it when I said architecture.
That was surprise. Surprise is a completely different face.
Okay, fair.
Good. When would it start?
January. If I get in.
Do you think you will?
Honestly, my portfolio exists, but I've been out of anything creative for 8 years.
But you applied anyway.
I applied anyway.
Jake, that's brilliant.
Don't make it a thing.
It's been sitting at the back of your mind for how long?
About 2 years. Maybe more.
2 years, and you actually did something about it. You took the plunge.
I filled in a form online.
You took the plunge. That is not just filling in a form.
We'll see if I even get in first.
What finally made you do it?
I'd had the application open on my laptop for months. Kept drafting it and not finishing it.
How many drafts?
4. Over about 6 months.
6 months of drafts. Jake.
Every time I'd get to the end, read it back, and find a reason to stop. The portfolio wasn't strong enough, the timing was off, work was too busy. I was very good at finding reasons.
You kept talking yourself out of it.
Every single time. And then on the 4th draft, I didn't read it back. I sent it before I could talk myself out of it again.
And then?
Sat there for 20 minutes feeling like I was going to be sick.
And now?
Now it exists. There's something solid about that. I've stopped letting it sit there vaguely in my head and put it somewhere real.
It's tangible now.
Exactly. It's tangible. Before it was just something that was going to happen eventually. Now it's an application. It's actually there.
Can I ask you something horrible?
Go on.
Are you more scared you won't get in? Or that you will?
That is a genuinely horrible question.
I know. Which is it?
Both, honestly. If I don't get in, life goes on. If I do get in, I have to actually follow through. 5 years of follow through.
And the follow-through is the scary part.
The follow through is the whole project, really. Applying is nothing compared to 5 years of actually doing it.
But you took the plunge. You know you can do that part now.
Yeah. Whatever happens, I pressed send. Which I wasn't sure I could, even right at the end.
But you could.
I could. The father of the bride, he talked about his daughter having a list. Things she was going to do one day. And the list just sat there for years without anything moving. She kept everything on the back burner, waiting for the timing to finally feel right.
And it never did.
Never quite right. And then something changed for her. That's what the rest of the speech was about.
The list unstuck.
Yeah, that part hit me a bit sideways. Because I've been keeping things on the back burner. A lot of things. For a long time.
The course being one of them.
2 years. But not just that.
Are you going to tell me what the others are?
No.
Fair enough. I have a list like that.
Really?
A proper one. Written down. 3 years ago. Maybe 3.5. Things I was going to do once the timing was right. I found it last month. Under my bed in a notebook.
And?
Nothing on it has moved. 3 years. And I haven't managed to get around to a single thing.
Not one?
Not one item.
How many things are on it?
5.
5 things you haven't got around to in 3 years.
When you put it like that.
What's on it? You don't have to.
No, I want to. It's probably useful to say it out loud. 1. Learn to swim properly.
Wait, you can't swim?
I can keep myself alive in a pool. Just about. But I never learned technique. My parents, it just wasn't something that happened when I was small.
How not properly are we talking?
Well enough not to sink immediately. But my nephew is 6, and he's already got better form than me. Proper front crawl and everything.
That is quite bad, Emma.
I know. Don't dwell on it. 2. Run a half marathon.
Right.
I bought trainers for it.
When?
2.5 years ago.
Emma.
The tags are still on both of them.
Both?
Neither shoe has ever been worn. They're in a bag under the stairs.
Oh no.
It gets worse. 3. Speak Spanish. I started an app. 11 days in a row. Something happened on day 12, and I never opened it again.
What happened on day 12?
I genuinely cannot tell you. I think I was just tired.
And 4?
4 is the one that actually gets me. I used to paint. All through university, properly, regularly. And then I graduated and I let it slide. Completely. I kept telling myself I'd come back to it. 5 years went by, and I have nothing to show for it. Not one painting.
I didn't know that.
It feels like such a small thing to say out loud. I want to paint more. But it isn't small. It's something I genuinely loved and I let it slide. And every year I told myself this would be the year. And now, it's 5 years later.
And 5?
5 is embarrassingly vague. I wrote, do something that scares me.
Which seemed meaningful when you wrote it.
And now sounds like I was writing it to impress a future version of myself.
Just a touch.
Yeah,
Okay. Which of those are real?
they're all on the list.
That's not what I mean. Which ones do you genuinely want, and which are you just carrying because it would feel odd to take them off?
That's a harder question.
Take your time.
Swimming is real. Every time I'm anywhere near water, it bothers me. There's something concrete I'm missing, and I know I'm missing it.
Good. Marathon?
I think I want to be someone who runs. I'm honestly not sure I want to run.
Very different thing.
Very different. And Spanish, I think I'm carrying that one. I love the idea of speaking Spanish. I don't think I want to learn it badly enough to actually get there.
And the painting?
That one's real.
Yeah, I thought so.
How could you tell before I said it?
The way you talked about it. You said you let it slide, like it was something that happened to you. Not a choice.
Is that not the same thing?
Choosing to stop is a decision. Letting something slide is different. It's just not noticing, and then one day realizing it's gone.
I noticed. I just kept not doing anything about it.
Because starting again felt like too much.
Because the gap kept getting bigger. It stopped being, I'll paint this weekend, and turned into, I'd have to build up to it. I'd have to become someone who paints again before I could actually paint anything. And that felt like too much to face up to on a normal weekday evening.
So you kept it on the back burner.
For 5 years.
And the vague, scary one.
We can leave that.
Agreed. 2 things.
Swimming and painting.
Yeah. What would you actually need to start? With the painting.
Just paints. I think I threw mine out when I moved. Brushes. Some paper.
So the obstacle is, buy some paints.
The obstacle is? No. The paints aren't the real obstacle.
What is?
I'm afraid it won't be as good as I remember. When I painted at uni, I didn't think about whether it was good. I just made things. And now there's all this time and expectation built up around it. And I'm frightened to find out that it's gone. That I've lost it.
You haven't lost it. You're out of practice. Those aren't the same thing.
I know that.
But you can't feel it.
Knowing and feeling are completely different things.
So the actual obstacle is the fear, not the paints.
The actual obstacle is the fear. There's no concrete obstacle, just fear.
And the fear gets quieter the moment you start.
Does it?
In my experience, it's very loud before. And then you start, and it's still there, but it's not in charge anymore.
You got that from the application.
From the application and a few other things. Yeah.
When did you actually know? About architecture? When did you know it was the real thing and not just an idea?
About 6 years ago. I'd been in my job for about a year, and I had this quiet moment where I looked at what I was doing, and there was just a gap. Not dramatic. Quiet. Between what I was doing and what I wanted.
And architecture was on the other side of the gap.
It had always been somewhere at the back of my mind. I'd been interested in it when I was younger, but it seemed impractical. So I let it sit there.
6 years at the back of your mind?
6 years. And then it still hadn't gone. If anything, it was louder than before. And I thought, this isn't going to disappear. So I may as well do something about it.
6 years is a long time to get around to something.
Yeah, but I don't think that's unusual. People carry things for a long time before they move. The carrying isn't the problem. The problem is when the carrying becomes the permanent state. When you stop believing you'll ever actually start.
I think I'd reached that point. With the painting.
It sounded like it.
Somewhere in the last year, I think I just accepted it. That this was something I used to do and didn't anymore.
And now?
Now I'm less sure of that. Which is, I don't know if that's good or uncomfortable.
Probably both.
Probably both. When you finally sent the application, was there a single moment that shifted?
Yeah. I was on the bus home from work one evening. Normal Tuesday, nothing special. And I had this thought. In 5 years, I'll be 38 whether I do this or not. If I don't do it, I'll spend the next 5 years thinking about it. That's the alternative. Not do it versus don't do it. It's do it versus spend 5 years thinking about not doing it.
And that was enough.
Not straight away. I still dragged my feet for another month after that. But something had shifted. The not doing started to feel like the more expensive option. All that time thinking about something I hadn't done.
Because you'd know.
I'd know I had the chance and I let it go past. That felt worse than trying and not getting in.
So you stopped dragging your feet.
Eventually. Yeah.
I keep doing that. Dragging my feet. But without anything that shifts it.
What would shift it for you, do you think?
Apparently a wedding speech and 2 hours on a train.
There are worse ways.
I keep waiting for momentum. That's the honest version. I think once work settles down, once things are less chaotic, once I have a bit more space, then I'll have the energy to start. But things don't settle. They just keep going.
Momentum doesn't come before you start, it comes after.
Is that something you read somewhere?
I have absolutely no idea where it came from.
It's annoyingly right.
You can't wait for the right feeling. You do the thing and the feeling follows. Not the other way around.
Which is terrifying.
Very. But the alternative is waiting indefinitely for something that isn't coming.
Also terrible.
Also terrible, yeah.
Are you still terrified? Now that you've applied?
Completely. I applied totally out of my depth. But it's a different shape of terrified now. Before it was vague, diffuse. Now it's pointed at something real and concrete.
That sounds worse.
It's actually better. The vague kind is harder to deal with.
I believe you.
Here's what I think is happening with your list.
Go on.
You can't hold 5 things properly at once. The list feels like progress. You've got a plan, things are organized, everything is going to happen eventually. But it's actually a very comfortable place to stay. Nothing on it is urgent. Nothing has to move today.
A comfort list.
Exactly. The list has become the commitment substitute. It feels like a commitment, but you've never actually committed to any of it.
3 years of that.
And you didn't have to face up to the fact that nothing was moving.
Until now.
Until now.
On a train, with my shoes off under the table.
A completely dignified setting for a personal revelation.
Extremely dignified. Okay, I'm going to do something.
Yeah?
I'm going to book a swimming lesson. Right now.
Good.
While I've still got this feeling. Before it goes.
Yes. Do it.
You're being very calm about this.
I'm extremely calm.
Your knee is bouncing.
My knee is absolutely not bouncing.
It's going quite fast.
I'm sitting very still. Find your local pool.
I'm checking. Right. There's one Saturday morning. 8:30.
Book it.
It says beginner adults.
I know.
Beginner adults. Jake. I might be the oldest beginner there.
Possibly. Book it.
There will be people who have never been in a pool before.
Very likely. Book it.
What if I'm genuinely the worst one there?
You almost certainly will be. Book it.
You are not helping.
I know. Book it.
Fine. I'm done. Booked. Saturday. 8:30.
How do you feel?
Slightly ill.
Good.
Good?
That's the right feeling. It means you've done something real.
Is this exactly what you felt when you pressed send?
Exactly. And it passes.
Quickly?
Not very, but it passes. And then there's something else.
What?
A bit of momentum.
You're using that word on purpose.
It's the right word. You've started something real. The momentum follows from that.
I can't unbook it now.
You can't.
I could cancel.
You won't.
I'm already thinking about it.
Think about it all you like. You're still going on Saturday.
How are you so certain?
Because you're not someone who lets things drift on purpose. You drift without noticing. And then when you notice, you do something about it.
Is that not slightly alarming?
It's very human.
The painting. Same logic.
Yeah. While you've got the feeling.
Because I know myself. If I wait until I'm home, and I've had tea and I'm sitting in my chair, I'll open my phone, look at something else entirely, and the feeling will just drift.
Then don't let it drift.
Just a basic set. Paints, brushes, some paper. Nothing complicated.
Just enough to make a start.
Yeah, right. Okay, these. Done. Ordered.
When do they arrive?
Wednesday.
Good.
And then there's no real excuse.
No concrete obstacle.
No concrete obstacle. I might still invent one.
You might, but the commitment is there now. The paints are coming.
Yeah.
Saturday swimming. Paints on the way. In one train journey.
Don't.
It's not a big deal. That's the whole point.
A not big deal that sat there for 3 years.
Yeah. It happens more than people admit.
I need to tell someone about the swimming. So I can't back out.
Your sister.
Exactly who I was thinking.
She'll never let you hear the end of it.
She will bring it up at Christmas, at my birthday, at her birthday, at completely unrelated moments.
Perfect accountability.
I'm texting her now. Before I change my mind.
Good.
She's already replied. 6 messages. All capital letters.
As expected.
She's been telling me to learn properly for years. She is extremely pleased with herself right now.
So now you really can't back out.
Absolutely cannot back out.
Good.
Good. That's exactly what I needed. Are you going to tell your family soon?
This week. Even if I don't get in, I want to say it out loud.
Your mom will be so happy.
She'll cry. The good kind.
Obviously, the good kind.
My dad will want to start planning. A color-coded spreadsheet by the weekend. Minimum.
That's a very loving spreadsheet.
It genuinely is. I've learned to appreciate it.
Tell them this week.
I will.
And when you find out, whatever the answer is, call me.
Yeah?
I want to know, day or night.
Okay. Deal.
And when I'm stuck with the painting, when it feels too far to reach,
Call me. That's what this is for.
yeah,
20 minutes, I think.
goes fast when there's something worth talking about.
How do you feel? Overall.
Tired. Nervous about Saturday. Glad I know about the course.
Yeah?
Yeah, it helped, having someone who was in it too.
Even from a train.
Especially from a train. There's something about a late train. You say things you probably wouldn't say over coffee.
Something about the dark outside.
Something about the fact that you're both going the same direction, and there's nowhere else to be.
No escape.
No escape. Very useful for honest conversations. Do you think you'll see it through? All 5 years?
I hope so. But even if something goes wrong, even if it's not what I thought, I'll know I did the thing. I stopped letting it sit there and I actually moved.
Before you know it, you'll be in your final year.
That feels incredibly far away.
You chip away at it. 1 semester, 1 module. You chip away at it, and before you know it, you're most of the way through.
That's either encouraging or terrifying.
Both. Same as most things.
Fair enough.
Jake, if someone had told me this morning that the best part of today was going to be the train home,
Would you have believed them?
not for a second.
It's the shoes. When you take the shoes off, things get honest.
That is a very strange theory.
I stand by it.
You're sitting.
I sit by it.
Right. Shoes.
I know.
Oh. That's horrible.
Worth it?
Ask me on Saturday. After the swimming.
You'll be terrible and then less terrible. You chip away at it. Before you know it,
Before you know it,
come on then.
come on.
Here is the language from today's conversation. Vague, not specific or clear. Jake had been talking vaguely about doing a course for a long time. Tangible, real and concrete. Something that now actually exists. Once Jake sent the application, the idea became tangible. Momentum. The energy that keeps something moving forward. Emma had been waiting for momentum to arrive before she started. Drift. To move slowly away from something without noticing. Emma let the painting drift away over 5 years. Concrete, specific, and real. Not just an idea in your head. Emma said there was no concrete obstacle, only fear. Commitment, a firm promise to yourself to see something through. Jake said the list had become a substitute for real commitment. Obstacle, something standing in your way. Emma realized the paints were not the true obstacle at all. At the back of your mind, something you are aware of, but not actively thinking about. Jake had architecture at the back of his mind for 6 years. On the back burner, set aside, delayed for later. He had kept the whole idea on the back burner for 2 years. Take the plunge to finally do something you have been hesitating about. Emma said Jake had taken the plunge by applying. Talk yourself out of something, to convince yourself not to do it. Jake talked himself out of applying 4 times. Follow through, to complete what you started, all the way to the end. The scary part for Jake was having to follow through for 5 full years. Get around to something, to finally do something after a long delay. Emma hadn't got around to a single item on her list in 3 years. Have something to show for it, to have a real result that proves your effort. 5 years of not painting had left Emma with nothing to show for it. Let something slide, to allow something to be neglected, to let it quietly drift away. Emma had let the painting slide after graduating, face up to something, to accept something difficult, and deal with it honestly. Emma hadn't faced up to the fact that her list hadn't moved, build up to something, to approach it gradually, step by step. Jake said Emma would build up to painting again rather than jump straight back in. Drag your feet to be slow and reluctant about something you know you should do. Jake dragged his feet for a month, even after the idea had clicked. Chip away at something to make slow, steady progress on something that feels too big to tackle all at once. He told Emma to chip away at the gap, back out, to withdraw from something you had committed to. Emma told her sister so she couldn't back out of the swimming lesson. Before you know it, sooner than you expected. Quickly, once you have actually started. Jake told Emma she would be doing front crawl before she knew it. Make a start. To begin, even in a small way. The paints were just enough to make a start. See you in day 5.